No, that's not his.
Please stay back.
I'm his mother! Move!
It was a tragic accident. Nate wandered in alone.
He hated this place. He would never come here alone.
Grief makes people look for someone to blame.
Who locked the door?
We don't know that it was locked.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, baby.
Mom, if I disappear, will you come home?
Give me one more chance. Please. I'll hear him this time. I swear I'll hear him.
Mrs. Hart, once you sign, the acquisition is ours.
I'm back 3 months earlier?
Mom, are you busy?
Never too busy for you.
Ms. Hart, the contract...
Cancel the deal.
For what?
For my son.
Say it. Say you're trash. Please stop. Your mom won't come. She never does.
Step away from my son.
Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your meeting.
You are not an interruption. You are my life.
We were just playing.
Then you won't mind explaining the game to the principal.
You must be Nate's mother. We've been trying to reach you all year.
Try harder.
Mrs. Hart, children sometimes tease. We don't want to escalate every small conflict.
My son was locked in a storage room.
No, he went in there himself. I didn't.
Sweetheart, lying only makes this harder.
Look at me, Nate. You tell the truth to me, not to them.
Tyler pushed me in.
We'll review the matter internally.
No. You'll review the camera footage.
Unfortunately, that hallway camera has been under maintenance.
Are you mad at me?
No. I'm mad I didn't come sooner.
You're always busy.
Not anymore.
Did you sign the acquisition?
No. I need something else.
Anything.
Pull every file we have on Ashbury Day School quietly. Quietly.
All of it?
Especially the cameras they claim don't work.
You're not going to work?
After breakfast.
You don't eat breakfast?
I'm learning. What if someone important calls? Someone important is already here. Nate, has Tyler hurt you before?
It's not a big deal.
Who told you that?
Everyone.
Then everyone was wrong.
Is that car allowed on campus?
Maybe she got lost on the way to a public school.
Mrs. Hart, right? If transportation is an issue, Ashbur has resources for families in transition.
How generous.
We try. Not every family is prepared for this environment.
You mean rich.
I mean stable.
Go inside, sweetheart. I'll be here after school.
You will?
I promise.
Promises are easy at drop-off.
So are threats. Try not to confuse them.
Your mommy came running yesterday. Cute.
Did she cry to the principal too?
Pick it up, charity boy.
Wait, where's my bracelet? He took it. I saw him put it in his bag. That was from my grandmother.
I told you he was weird. I didn't take it. I swear.
Nate, we expect honesty at Ash Harton.
I'm telling the truth.
Why would I put my own bracelet in his bag?
I'm calling the principal.
Can you call my mom? She won't come every time.
Mrs. Hart, this is very serious.
Good. Serious things deserve evidence.
My daughter was robbed.
Your daughter claimed she was robbed. The bracelet was found in Nate's bag. And how many adults checked the hallway footage?
The classroom camera is for security incidents, not student privacy violations.
Convenient.
Let's stop pretending. Take this and transfer me somewhere less commanding.
Your money has terrible manners. Say that about my son again.
Ashburg is not a shelter for broke mothers and broken kids.
Maybe I should say sorry.
Did you take the bracelet? Then you don't apologize for someone else's lie.
But they all believe her.
Then I'll make them regret that.
I found the camera maintenance logs. The cameras weren't broken yesterday or today. Someone manually deleted the footage from the principal's office.
Then find me the person who pressed delete. Can I ask you something? When Tyler hurts you, why don't you tell me?
Because you get a face.
What face?
The meeting face. Like everything is a problem to solve fast.
I'm sorry. I made you feel like your pain was an interruption. That was my failure, not yours.
I didn't want you to be disappointed.
I was never disappointed in you. I was failing to look.
You're eating here?
I heard the food is aggressively beige.
Oops. Maybe Charity Boy can lick it up.
Clean it.
What?
You spilled it? Clean it. Mrs. Hart, children spill things. It's fine. Then teach him accountability while it's still small.
You still hasn't been with me, Connor.
Evelyn Hart?
Julian Cross, I tried to reach you last year about another Ashboro child.
What child? One who transferred after being locked in the gym equipment room for 6 hours. Same boy did it. Same mother covered it. If you're finally listening, I have names.
Why come to me now?
Because you showed up.
That's a low bar.
At Ashburn, it's a rare one. Tyler Vale has been named in 7 complaints. Pushing, locking kids in rooms, destroying property. Every file ends with misunderstanding.
Who buried them?
Principal Lowell. PTA pressure. Donor threats.
Marissa.
She doesn't just protect her son. She trains the school to fear her.
Then we train them to fear evidence.
Delete the cafeteria angle too.
Mrs. Vale, there are limits.
There are donations.
Evelyn Hart is asking questions.
She's a working mother with guilt. Push the guilt, and she'll fold.
And if she doesn't?
Then we make her look unstable. No school wants a mother who turns every child's mistake into a war.
Ashburn's board doesn't know you control the trust through 3 layers. He won't. You sound certain. Keep it that way. For now. Until they show me exactly how rotten they are. And if Nate gets hurt before then? Because I already know where they end.
Why doesn't Nate have a dad on his tree?
Maybe even his dad transferred schools.
Let's be kind, children.
I'm just asking.
It's okay.
Nate, please sit still. Who did this?
It's fine.
That word is getting fired from this family.
Rough day? Ashbury can be challenging for children without a full support system. Children don't need two parents to be whole. No, but a father does help with discipline. Your son has two parents and no manners, so the data is mixed. Careful, Mrs. Hart. Mothers like you don't last here.
Mothers like me usually own the room before anyone notices. Tyler says if I tell, it gets worse.
He says that because silence protects him.
What protects me?
Me. The truth. And the fact that you don't have to be brave alone.
Can I tell you something bad?
Always.
Friday gym class, Tyler said he's going to teach me how to disappear.
Parents don't usually observe gym class.
Then consider today educational.
Your mom can't watch bathrooms.
Stay where I can see you. Then keep the children in sight. Why does a children's jam equipment room lock from the outside?
Old building.
Old excuses.
Maybe Nate shouldn't be scared of rooms.
He's a child.
Then be an adult.
Same lock system as the old complaint.
Can we force an inspection?
Yes. But if we move too early, they'll replace the locks and deny the pattern.
Then we document before they clean.
You're thinking 3 moves ahead.
Not far enough last time.
What does that mean?
They deleted local files, but the cloud backup mirrors every 12 hours. No. Evelyn, this saves Nate from one lie. I need to expose the machine that protects all of them. Download everything. Multiple backups. Already running. Someone else is in the system. Who? Principal Lodell's office.
Someone changed the access permissions.
Who?
I don't know.
Fix it.
If the deleted footage resurfaces, we have a problem.
No, you have a problem. My family funds the arts wing, the debate team, and half your salary bonuses.
This is no longer a bracelet incident.
Then we make it a mental health incident. Nate, do you ever feel angry at school?
Sometimes.
Do you ever want to hurt other children?
No! No! Why are you asking that?
We just want to understand your emotions.
Taylor hurts me.
Sometimes when we feel left out, we imagine others are against us. This session is over. Mrs. Hart, we're conducting a wellness assessment. You labeled my son an aggression risk after asking leading questions without parental consent.
Mrs. Hart, please lower your voice.
No. I spent a lifetime lowering my voice in the wrong rooms. We're concerned about Nate's emotional stability.
I didn't do anything.
I know. From now on, no one speaks to my son privately without my written consent.
That is not how Ashfield operates.
It is now.
Do they think I'm bad?
They want people to think you're bad because it makes their lives easier.
What if people believe them?
Then I'll help them stop.
How?
With truth and paperwork. People underestimate paperwork.
That sounds boring.
Boring things win lawsuits.
They're building a narrative. Aggressive child, unstable mother, overreaction.
Classic liability defense. Last time, they also did it this way.
What do you mean last time?
I mean in every case like this. PTA emergency meeting, tomorrow.
Let me guess. Nate's behavior.
No. My patience. We're here because several parents have expressed concern about campus safety. Say Nate's name if you're going to lie about him. No one is lying. My daughter says Nate makes everyone uncomfortable. Your daughter was not in the storage room. Mrs. Hart, this defensiveness is exactly why we're concerned. Ashburn must consider the welfare of all children. Then start with the ones being bullied. Strong accusations from a mother who only recently discovered the school calendar. Multiple families feel Nate may benefit from a different environment. How brave of multiple families to sign the same font. Mrs. Hart, sarcasm won't help. Neither will forgery.
You should be careful. A mother in your position needs allies.
My position? Single mother, unstable child, no visible support. Ashburg can be very difficult without friends. Then maybe Ashburg is the thing that needs changing.
Who do you think you are?
Someone you should not have underestimated.
They baited you,
I noticed.
and you didn't take it.
Not yet.
You have evidence. Why wait?
Because Marissa thinks I'm weak. Patricia thinks I'm poor. The PTA thinks I'm alone.
And?
I want them to put that in writing.
A parent just forwarded me the PTA group chat.
What does it say? Please submit your science projects.
Sorry. Bad orbit.
Nate, please don't shout.
He broke it. I said sorry.
Accidents happen.
The classroom camera caught it.
Backup?
3 locations.
Good.
There's more. Mrs. Blake pocketed a note.
Recover it.
Legally?
Preferably.
That's less fun.
Push me. No. Come on. If you don't, I'll say you did. I'm not going to.
Smile, Nate. This is for your mom. Pushed him! Nate, push Tyler! I saw it!
Someone call the principal. This is now a physical safety issue. Then show me the stairwell footage.
We're retrieving it. My son could have broken his neck.
He staged a fall.
How dare you!
He grabbed my hand. No, you pushed me because you were mad about the science project.
You saw the note. The one that said last day. Where is it? I don't remember.
This meeting is not a trial.
No. Trials have better note-taking.
Mrs. Blake, you may go. I'll speak with you later.
Pending investigation, Nate will remain off campus.
Sign it, or the board will move to expel him.
The board? Ashvin cannot allow violent behavior. Then Ashvin should stop rewarding it. You are out of your depth. I've been called that by men before I bought their companies. This isn't Wall Street, honey. You can't buy your way out of bad parenting. Watch me not need to. We're done here. Come on.
Evelyn, I have a mortgage, 2 kids. I didn't want this.
They're going to kick me out.
No, sweetheart.
What if everyone thinks I hurt Tyler?
Then everyone is about to learn they were wrong.
We got the stairway footage. Tyler grabbed Nate's hand and staged the fall. But there's a problem.
What?
Patricia just sent the board a different clip. Edited. It makes Nate look guilty.
Then it's time I meet my board.
Evelyn, you haven't attended an education trust meeting in months.
That changes today.
Ashburn filed an emergency misconduct report involving a student.
My son. I want every Ashfrian account, grant, expansion fund, executive bonus, and discretionary donation placed on review.
That would freeze the school.
Good.
On what grounds?
Fraud, child endangerment, evidence manipulating, and arrogance.
Does the school know you control the trust?
Not yet.
Should we notify them?
Not until they dig deeper.
What do you mean the expansion funds are frozen?
All trust-linked accounts are under review.
Which trust?
Hart Education Trust.
Then call them. Tell them we have a violent child crisis.
You don't understand. Hart controls half our capital pipeline.
Then make Evelyn Hart the problem before the trust asks questions. Too late. They already asked.
Why would Hart Trust care about her?
Did you fix the school?
Not yet.
Can schools be fixed?
Only if grown-ups stop pretending broken things are fine.
Are you going to get in trouble?
Probably.
Because of me?
For you. Not because of you.
Mrs. Hart, after reviewing the evidence, we believe Nate should withdraw voluntarily.
You reviewed an edited clip. Again with conspiracy. Full footage.
We cannot accept privately obtained recordings.
But you can accept edited ones? For the sake of every child here, kneel down, apologize to Tyler, and take your son out quietly. You just ended my patience. Freeze Ashford. Funds, accounts, expansion grants, bonuses, everything.
Done.
What? That's impossible.
What happened?
The school accounts are frozen.
You expect us to believe you did that? No. I expect you to read.
Mrs. Hart? Your Hart Trust?
I'm the woman whose calls you ignored.
No, she drives a used car.
Yes, it works. Unlike your judgment. You wanted my son out of this school. Fine. But first, explain why you were bullying the son of the woman who owns it.
She's using money to threaten children!
No, Marissa. I'm using evidence to threaten adults.
Mom, did I ruin everything?
No, baby.
Mom, this school belongs to you?
Not exactly. You wait here for a little longer. I need to go back and finish the conversation inside.
Will you come back soon?
I promise I won't take long. Repeated cruelty is not a mistake. It's a curriculum.
We need context.
You edited the context.
Principal Lowell, is this accurate?
Effective immediately, Patricia Lowland is suspended. All disciplinary action against Nate Hart is void.
You can't do this without a full board vote.
Actually, she can.
You're letting one angry mother destroy the school. No. I'm letting a negligent school meet daylight. Sit down.
Excuse me?
The investigation includes PTA financial influence. You'll want to hear how many signatures look like yours. Mrs. Hart, did you hide your ownership to trap the school? Is this revenge? This is what happens when adults ignore children until proof embarrasses them. Are you removing the principal? I'm removing every adult who forgot what a school is for. Okay.
Marissa won't stop.
Find something on Evelyn Hart. If there's nothing, make something. Patricia's email archive is a swamp.
How deep?
Marissa level deep. They knew about the equipment room case.
And the bathroom case.
And a girl transferred after Tyler locked her phone in a toilet tank. Find the families.
Some signed NDAs.
Then find the pressure used to make them sign. You're going after the whole system. It went after my son first.
Your mom got Tyler in trouble.
Tyler got Tyler in trouble.
Now everyone knows your mom lied about being poor.
She didn't lie. She just didn't tell you.
That's lying.
Like your bracelet?
Sienna, hands to yourself.
Are you going to write it down?
How was your day?
Sienna pushed me.
Thank you for telling me.
I asked the teacher to write it down.
That was very brave.
I was scared.
Brave usually comes with scared.
Are all those about me?
Some. Some are about other kids.
Did Tyler hurt them too? Then can we help them?
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Evelyn Hart is auditing everything.
Good. Maybe someone finally reads what we write.
Not everyone can afford to fight Marissa.
You didn't fight. You helped.
I have a mortgage and 2 kids.
So did Nate's mother. She still showed up.
Build a behavioral file on Nate.
Is that real? I was saving it in case Marissa turned on me.
She will.
Then I should turn first. If you're here to explain, don't start with "I was under pressure." I was, but that's not an excuse. Marissa asked me to create a pattern. Aggression, defiance, instability. She said if Nate looked dangerous, Tyler looked innocent. May we use this? I'm sorry. Apologize to Nate when he's ready to hear it, not before. Understood.
Mom!
Do you understand what you've done?
You always fix it.
This time is different.
Then scare him again.
What did you say?
If Nate gets scared enough, he stops talking. He always does.
Not scared enough.
My daughter still checks doors before sleeping. What did Tyler do? He locked her in the equipment room. The school said it was a prank. Marissa sent flowers and a lawyer.
Did you sign an NDA?
We couldn't afford a lawsuit. You won't be alone this time. Are you doing this for Nate? I started for Nate. I'm continuing because he wasn't the first. Then you need this.
Your mom says you asked to help other kids.
I just don't want them to feel like me.
That's a good reason.
Is Tyler going to come back?
Adults are working on making sure you're safe.
Adults said that before.
You're right. Saying it isn't enough.
My mom came this time.
Yes, she did.
You can answer if it's important.
It can wait.
What if it's a big deal?
You're my big deal.
Mom, did something bad happen before?
What do you mean?
You look at me like you lost me once.
Then I'll look again until you know I found you.
Marissa's PR team. Predictable. They're saying Nate has a history of attention-seeking behavior.
Nate, none of this is true.
But people will read it.
People read lies every day. That doesn't make them real.
Will kids think I'm weird?
Some might, and that will hurt. But hiding won't make cruel people kind.
Mrs. Hart, are you weaponizing your son's bullying claims?
Nate, did your mother tell you what to say?
My son told the truth. The school lied, the mothers laughed, and every adult who profited from silence is about to learn what noise costs.
We traced this Meja article. Payment came from a consulting firm linked to Marissa's husband's campaign.
That's not just school politics, that's public office exposure.
Good.
There's a charity gala tomorrow. Marissa's keynote speaker. Patricia will attend, half the board too.
You're thinking about going public?
No.
No?
I'm thinking about letting her go first.
She actually came after that article. Shameless. Head up. You did nothing wrong.
Ashburn has always been a place for excellence, accountability, and kindness.
Bold word choices.
Is she lying?
Professionally.
But recently, our community has been attacked by misinformation and personal vendettas. Would you like to say something, Evelyn, or is your son doing the talking tonight?
You should finish your speech.
Afraid?
No, I prefer witnesses seated.
At Ashburn, we protect children.
Turn it off!
No. For once, you're going to watch the whole thing. This is not a misunderstanding. This is a system.
They're just children!
Then why did you teach yours to destroy mine?
pool files. I thought those were sealed. You thought?
That is what I pay you for?
We need lawyers.
We need control.
It's over. It is over when I say it's over.
If Evelyn wants a monster, we give her one. Her child has a history now. Fear, instability, attention-seeking. No.
Yes. And if he runs to a dangerous place, whose fault is that?
We had no idea. You had group chat access.
Marissa pressured everyone.
Police are reviewing the footage. Patricia may cooperate.
Marissa won't.
She should be.
She looked scared when the pool file appeared.
Mom, what pool?
A place you don't have to go near.
But I've dreamed about it. Mom, in my dream I'm knocking on a door. You don't hear me.
I hear you now.
But the dream keeps happening.
Then we'll change the ending.
Move the plan up. Not Friday. Tomorrow.
No school today.
Because of the videos?
Because I'm making grown-ups clean up their mess.
Will Tyler be mad?
Probably.
When he gets mad, he smiles first.
Thank you for telling me.
I'm trying to say things before they get big.
That's a very good rule.
Can I still go to art club? Mrs. Reed said I can finish my painting.
Art club is today?
After school, in the old building.
Who approved art club in the old building? It was moved this morning. Request from substitute activities coordinator.
Name?
Temporary account. Created at 6:12 a.m.
Marissa.
We need police now.
And cameras. Everywhere.
You think this is the pool event?
I know it is.
You keep saying things like you've lived them.
Then trust that I don't intend to live this one twice.
Where's Mrs. Reed?
She's late. I'm sorry about my mom. She says if I don't help, Tyler gets sent away and it's my fault.
Help with what? You weren't supposed to talk. Give it back. Come get it. Tyler, don't. You want my mom to send you away too? Go on, Nate. Art club moved. My mom knows I'm here. Your mom knows what we tell her.
Camera feed froze. They triggered it.
Move in. We need visual confirmation.
My son is not your paperwork.
We move, but we move clean. If Marissa escapes on procedure, she comes back.
Pool corridor. East stairwell. He'll be taken that way.
How do you know? Because I was too late once.
If you lock me in, it'll be on camera. Cameras break. My mom fixes things.
Stop! This is too much! Shut up!
Let's see if your mom hears you now.
Nate! Mom!
I heard you. I heard you.
Tyler Vale, stay where you are.
I recorded it. I'm sorry. I recorded everything. You stupid!
Mom? How did you know I was here?
Because this time, I listened.
I was scared.
Me too.
You came anyway.
Always.
Marissa Vale, we need you to come with us.
For what? This is absurd.
Conspiracy to endanger a minor. Evidence tampering. Witness intimidation.
This is absurd.
Make him run to the pool. His mother will look insane.
You ruined everything! No. I arrived before you finished.
My child saw police in the hallway. What is happening?
Not yet. A safe school is not one that hides danger. It's one that names it and removes it.
We trusted the administration.
So did I. That was the first mistake.
We are opening an independent reporting channel. No school staff can access submissions. No PTA member can interfere. What about our children's records?
Being audited for tampering. If your child harmed someone, money won't hide it. If your child was harmed, money won't silence it.
Am I going to jail?
You're going to tell the truth.
I was mean to Nate.
Yes. And you recorded the truth when it mattered.
Does that fix it?
No. It starts it.
If Sienna says sorry, do I have to forgive her?
No.
Teachers say forgiveness makes you good.
Forgiveness is yours. No one gets to assign it like homework.
Was Tyler scared?
Maybe.
Good.
Sometimes good people feel ugly things after being hurt. That doesn't make you bad.
Did you feel ugly things?
Yes.
What did you do?
I decided not to let them drive. That doesn't make you bad.
Can you stay until I dream something else?
All night.
Patricia's accounts are bad, but the board accounts are worse.
How much?
Scholarship funds eroded, bullying settlements disguised as family support grants, donor favors traded for disciplinary outcomes.
This is criminal.
Who signed off? 3 board members, Patricia, and Marissa's husband, Senator Vale, through a campaign foundation. So Marissa's not the top of the rot.
No, she's the loudest branch.
Then we cut the trunk.
My wife's situation is unfortunate, but this school cannot be held hostage by a grieving mother's crusade.
Careful. I'm no longer grieving in the dark.
The senator has concerns about reputational damage.
He should. His foundation laundered silence.
That is defamatory. You think wealth gives you the right to destroy institutions?
No. Your family taught me institutions can destroy children. I'm returning the lesson.
Mrs. Hart is using her fortune to terrorize a school community.
Do you have a response? Yes. Tomorrow morning, I will release an independent audit showing how Ashboro used money to silence injured children. And Senator Vale is welcome to explain why his campaign foundation appears in the footnotes. This report includes evidence of bullying cover-ups, deleted surveillance, falsified behavior records, misdirected scholarship funds, and settlement pressure on families. Are you accusing Ashbin of institutional child endangerment?
We are documenting a pattern consistent with it.
What about children accused in the report? Children will receive age-appropriate intervention. Adults will receive lawyers. This is not revenge against students. This is accountability for the adults who train them.
The evidence is significant. We should negotiate.
No.
You involved Tyler in a criminal act.
I protected your family image for years.
And now you are damaging it.
There it is.
Marissa, if you cooperate...
I'm not taking the fall alone. If I go down, I take the donor list, the settlements, and your campaign foundation with me.
Be very careful.
You first.
Is the school gone?
The building stays. The lies don't.
Will it have a new name?
Yes. We'll build that first.
Then maybe it can be a good school.
That's the plan. Incident reports, years of them.
Pooling incidents didn't start with Nate. There was another child, 10 years ago. Near drowning, settlement sealed.
Name?
Caleb Morris.
Family moved out of state after settlement. Find them.
This could expand beyond Marissa.
Good.
You're Nate? My mom says you told.
Is that bad?
I wish I did.
I didn't at first.
But your mom heard you?
She learned.
Do you think adults can learn?
Some. Slowly.
Caleb survived the school incident but suffered severe PTSD. He died 2 years ago. His mother has refused every call for years. I'll go myself. She may hate the school too much to speak. Then I'll bring what I should have brought the first time. Evidence? An apology.
If you're from Ashbury, leave.
I'm not here to defend them.
Everyone says that before asking me to sign something.
My son was almost taken by the same building. And in another life, I was too late.
You have 10 minutes. Caleb told them older boys shoved him toward the pool. The school said he slipped.
Did they delete footage?
Camera malfunction. The oldest lie in private education. Patricia Lowen came to my house with a lawyer. Told me Caleb would be labeled emotionally disturbed if we fought. I signed. I was scared. Then my boy never slept through the night again.
I'm sorry.
For what? You weren't there.
That's exactly what I'm sorry for.
Then make them scared for once.
You said in another life?
You wouldn't believe me.
Try me.
I watched my son die here. Then I woke up 3 months earlier.
That is impossible.
I know.
And yet you knew every step before it happened.
I don't need you to believe the miracle. I need you to believe the evidence.
I believe the mother standing here.
We found something under the old drain grate.
They said they returned everything.
They hid this in the pool drain.
That means someone cleaned the scene and missed it, or kept it as leverage.
My son died thinking no one believed him. Then we make the record believe him now.
I'll testify.
Are you sure?
No, but I'm doing it. Why speak now? Because another boy almost disappeared into the same silence.
My son was not unstable. He was hurt. Then he was managed.
Mrs. Hart, critics say you are exploiting old tragedies to justify taking over Ashbore.
I wish these tragedies were old. They were active policies.
What do you want?
A school where a child's fear is investigated before a donor's comfort is protected.
You need to stop her.
You failed to stop a mother with records.
She's destroying us.
No, you left a trail.
So did you. If I'm going to prison, I'm taking your foundation, your donors, and your little off-book school fund with me.
That would be unwise.
So was marrying you.
Use the sun angle. Make her look dangerous.
They recorded you in the pool wing?
My fault. I pushed the question.
No. They were already listening. The article says you believe Nate died in another timeline.
We can deny.
No. Evelyn. If I deny too hard, they make me defensive. If I confirm, they make me insane.
Then what do we do?
We make their insult irrelevant.
Your mom thinks you died? That's creepy. Shut up. I'm just saying what my dad read. My mom saved me. Because she's crazy? Because she listened.
Adults write stupid things.
Sometimes kids read them.
What happened?
Are you crazy because of me?
No. And even if I were hurt, you would not be the reason.
They said you think I died?
I had a nightmare where I didn't hear you. It scared me so badly that I changed.
Was it a big nightmare?
The biggest.
You woke up.
Yes, I did.
Evelyn, Senator Vale just filed for emergency oversight of Hartfield. He's claiming you're psychologically unfit. Ms. Hart has demonstrated unstable vocations, potentially endangering the children under her authority. My client exposed child endangerment. The senator calls that instability because his foundation appears in the audit.
This is about child safety.
Then you'll welcome the full audit entered into record.
Mrs. Hart, are you fit to oversee Hartwell Academy during investigation?
I am a mother who failed to listen once. I am now listening with auditors, police, and parents in the room. If that is unfit, I would like the court to define fit.
Evelyn Hart gave my son's case back its name.
She gave my daughter the first safe room in years. For the first time, someone called us back.
My child reported bullying through the new hotline.
The petition for oversight is not about safety. It is retaliation.
Temporary oversight request denied. Hartwell Academy will remain at independent audit with court monitoring.
Senator, why did your foundation fund Ashfield settlements?
No comment.
Mrs. Hart, are you satisfied? No child is safer because one hearing went well. We keep going.
You want a motion, not a war.
Good. I came dressed for the whole thing.
Marissa agreed to help us.
You look pleased.
I look tired, there's a difference.
I'll testify against my husband.
In exchange for what?
Reduced charges. Tyler protected from juvenile detention.
Tyler receives evaluation and consequences, not protection.
He's a child. Yes. A child you taught cruelty and then used as a weapon. You think you're better than me? No, I know I was absent. I'm fixing it. You were present and made harm efficient. Board donors, settlement channels, families pressured out, and a private fund the senator used to bury police reports.
This is enough for federal charges.
Good. Why now?
Because he was going to let me rot and call it family values.
So this is revenge.
Of course. Don't pretend you don't understand revenge. I understand it, I just don't let it raise my son. Tyler asked if I could fix it. Can you? No.
Then tell the truth. That's the first useful thing you can do for him.
This reaches state education regulators, donor networks, and 2 judges.
Senator Vale is done if this holds.
It holds?
It breathes fire.
What is it?
Evelyn, I was warned.
It never reached your desk. It reached my office. Your old chief of staff filtered education issues,
Unless they involved acquisitions. Because I told him to. I built a system where children was low priority. You didn't know Nate was involved.
That doesn't make the system less mine.
Where are you going?
To tell the truth before someone else
Uses it. Before we move forward, you should know something. A year ago, a warning about Ashburn's bullying pattern was sent to my trust. My office classified it as low priority. I did not read it. That is true. It is also not enough. I created the office that ignored it. I came here angry at adults who failed children. I was one of them. That is why Hart Education's new reporting system will not depend on me, my mood, my schedule, or any powerful person's attention. Thank you for saying it.
Saying it doesn't undo harm.
No, it doesn't.
Then why should we trust you?
You shouldn't. You should trust systems you can inspect, appeal, and hold accountable.
I trust you because you came back.
Senator Vale just disappeared. Federal investigators contacted the campaign office.
Delay them.
Marissa gave them donor ledgers.
Marissa gave them copies. I have originals. And leverage.
What leverage?
Every school board member, every settlement family, every trust executive who looked away.
Including Hart?
Especially Hart. If I fall, everyone falls loudly.
His phone is off, private plane grounded, bank activity frozen.
He has something.
Original records? Likely. And one more thing. He requested access to Hartwield's old server backup yesterday. What could he want there? Your old executive office filters. The ones that ignored the warning.
He'll use them to paint you as the real villain.
He won't be entirely wrong. That will hurt you. Good. Let the truth stop being a weapon only bad people use.
I added a page.
Can I see?
It's the room where adults have to listen.
I love it.
Are you still fighting bad people?
Yes.
Are you scared?
Very.
Then I'll sit with you.
You came.
You threatened evidence, not me.
Evidence is more useful when people fear it.
That explains your career.
This hard drive contains everything. Ashburn settlements, Marissa, Patricia, and your trust ignoring warnings.
I already released my part.
You should have checked the news before the kidnapping routine.
No. You'll hand it over.
This place suits you. Dramatic, dramatic, wet, full of dead stories.
My son lived. That's the story you failed to write.
You think I won't burn it?
I think men like you always keep backups because you don't trust anyone, including yourself.
She's right. We found your cloud mirror 20 minutes ago.
Senator Vale, put the drive down. You'll never be clean. You ignored the warning, too.
I know.
That's the difference. I'm not asking to be clean. I'm making sure no one can hide dirt under money again.
I came back, baby.
Mom?
Why are you here? He saw the location on your tablet. I followed him before he could do anything reckless.
You came here alone.
I shouldn't have.
You told me brave comes with scared.
It also comes with adults making better plans.
This is the place for my dream.
Yes.
Can we leave?
Yes. But first, do you want to tell this place anything?
You don't get me. And you don't get my mom either.
Strong closing argument.
Can we make this place not scary?
We can tear it down.
No. Make it something else, like the listening room.
Then that's what we'll do.
You named it after him.
He designed the idea. Also the logo. Very large ears.
Adults need reminders.
Ready for tomorrow?
New school name day?
Yes.
Will bad people come?
Some might, but this time, we have doors that open from the inside.
Mom? Can you fix it?
He asked me that before. I always said yes. And taught him nothing. What happens to him? What should have happened earlier? Evaluation, restitution, supervision, consequences. You think that saves him? It gives him a chance to become someone other than your excuse.
This is strict.
It is clear. What if children make mistakes?
Then children receive intervention. Adults do not hide it.
This school will not be perfect. No school is. But from now on, a child's fear will be treated as information, not inconvenience.
Your mom talks like a judge. She talks like that when people need fixing.
Mrs. Hart, why rename the school? Because Ashbird became a brand for silence. Hartbird will have to earn its name every day. Are you finally done fighting? No. I'm finally fighting for the right thing. Together?
Want to see the listening room?
I'll be right back.
Are you okay? Tell me what happened.
Is that a complaint?
No. A record.
Records matter.
looks lighter.
He should have been all along.
And you?
Still learning how to put the phone down.
Mom!
How was your day?
Good. Not perfect, but good.
That's a strong review.
Are you busy today?
Never too busy for you.
Can we get pancakes?
Absolutely.
Even for dinner?
Especially for dinner.